10 days in the Central Kalahari Game Reserve, my mother and I were on our way to the Makgadikgadi Pans National Park. Our plan was to film the large herds of zebra that migrate to this area during the rainy season. Our next stop was Boteti River Camp on the banks of the Boteti River, close to Kumaga Gate. This mid-range camp is very comfortable, with delicious meals and both chalets and camping available. We decided to take a break from the driving and go on a guided safari in one of their open vehicles. The Boteti was dry with only a few pools of water, but the bird life was still fantastic and there were quite a few elephants and other animals in the area. Unfortunately, the large zebra herds we were looking for had not yet reached this area, so we headed out across the Makgadikgadi Pans National Park, hoping to find them. As we travelled east, the bush opened out into seemingly endless grasslands. These plains and the pans themselves are the remnants of a prehistoric lake that once covered an area larger than Switzerland, but dried up tens of thousands of years ago. Makgadikgadi means the waterless place, and the animals that live here must survive without drinking for most of the year. We saw ostrich, red hartebeest, ground squirrel, and a secretary bird, but still no zebras. We had planned to camp at Tree Island, but decided rather to head north to Nye Pan National Park, in the hope of finding the large zebra herds. So we left the park near Gweta and travelled west along the tar road to the entrance gates. The road into Nye Pan is very sandy, but was easy going because of the rain a few nights before. On our way in, we started seeing small herds of zebra heading in the same direction as us, and an elephant decided it would be fun to make us reverse for a few kilometers. We set up camp under the trees at South Camp. For some reason, the hornbills here have developed a taste for the rubber on windscreen wipers. We tried putting aluminium foil around them, but it didn't help much. I thought I'd give you a quick rundown of my filming vehicle. It's a Land Cruiser 76 station wagon. On the roof, I have two 20-litre jerry cans of diesel and a 40-litre water tank. On the passenger side is my custom-built car mount that holds my fluid head. I'm using a Sigma 300 to 800mm zoom lens on a Red Weapon magnesium camera. On the back seat I have a 50-litre Dometic fridge. Under the passenger seat I've installed an inverter for charging all my batteries. The inverter is powered from either the starter battery or the deep cycle battery in the rear of the vehicle. In the back I have a custom-built set of drawers. I've added a hose pipe to easily access water from the tank on the roof, plus I have another 25-litre container of drinking water in the back. The bottom right-hand drawer has a small basin and drying rack, and the top drawer holds the gas stove and all our plates and utensils. The left-hand drawer is mostly food, plus extra gas, mosquito spray and other frequently used items. Above the drawers are a pair of slide-out work surfaces. These can also be removed and used as tables. I haven't done much in the front other than adding a few extra USB ports and attaching plastic containers to the dash for extra storage. I run an extension lead from the inverter under the passenger seat to my small table so I can work comfortably and power my hard drives and laptop. After setting up camp, we took a drive to the main waterhole. The roads were still quite wet and my stock tires were quickly coated in sticky mud, making for some slippery driving. One disadvantage of the wet season is that the animals have easy access to water, so they don't congregate as much at the waterholes. Since we had run out of pre-cooked meals by this point, we started cooking over the fire. A black-backed jackal waited just outside the firelight in the hope of stealing some scraps. There were lots of bugs around at night. Some were friendly, some not so friendly. When my mother took a break from driving, filming became a bit more tricky. First I would get the car into position, then I would start booting my camera and climb over to the passenger side of the vehicle to level the tripod head and mount the camera before I could start filming. We were very happy to find large herds of zebra in the area, with more arriving each day. After 4 nights at South Camp, it was time to leave, so we headed back towards the gate, only to meet another elephant. This time we reversed for over half an hour. On our way out of the park, we took the detour to visit Bain's baobabs. With water on many of the pans, the views here were spectacular. At the park gate, we aired up the tires, unlocked the hubs, turned onto the tarmac, and started the long journey home.